All right, I've been watching the Vlad TV interview with Dave Mays. He's talking about the source and everything he's done. And I'm the type of person when I critique someone, I always look for the good and the bad. The good is this dude actually started a publication for hip hop, and it was super dominant. I remember. I think I've read every issue of the source, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've owned maybe 75% of the issues. Um, Never saw the first newsletter in my hand, so I can't say that the first maybe year of the source I probably didn't know, but I will say this: I feel like Dave Mays is really riding a lot of bullshit with this Vlad TV interview. Like I'm working on a piece, and I'm really waiting for this interview to be over so I can conclude the piece about Benzino. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it's really something that's I feel like needs to be out there. But I feel like I needed to speak on this. Dave Mays really, the question came up about Benzino and Eminem, and Dave Mays really deflected from taking accountability for the fact that he allowed his magazine to enter that beat. Basically, he was saying that the record labels, blocked them. They, went to federal court, and it was a lot of stuff that happened in the music industry that kind of damaged the source. Well, bro, you kind of asked for it. I mean, this wasn't a situation where you guys were the underdogs and the industry just came for y'all. You were literally the voice of hip hop. The source was the Bible of hip hop. This was like there was nothing greater than the source. Vibe magazine was started by Quincy Jones, yo, and y'all were killing Vibe magazine. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took right on out of there. Y'all got right on out of there. Any magazine that came after y'all, with the exception of Double XL, was just dwarfed. You know what I'm saying? You can't really blame nobody but yourself. Bro, there's a time for business, there's a time for bullshit. I compare the source bullshit to the death row bullshit. Nobody knew how to stand alone. Like, first of all, and just to give you a little bit of my piece, Benzino shouldn't have never been any type of top guy at the source. That was a conflict of interest. And even if he was, the music he was releasing, you know what I'm saying, this dude could have, I don't care, you rap. There's nothing wrong with that. But Benzino was literally leveraging the source politics with the music industry politics, and wonder why his shit didn't go where it's supposed to go. And honestly, Benzino, I was a Benzino fan. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was younger, I used to always like listening to rap music that nobody was listening to, because once you start listening to, like, even with Eminem, I thought, when Eminem first came out, I was really a huge fan, but then once he got real popular and pop, like, I kind of let it go. But with Benzino, like, you would see in the Source magazine, you got these RSO cats and Made Men, Hangman 3, and I always felt like, oh, these dudes are dope, but nobody else was talking about them. So I thought maybe these were just dudes that were really doing it, when in fact Benzino, his best friend just happened to be the fucking owner of the damn source. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't making sense, because I would never see Benzino ads in Vibe or Right On or Double XL or Murder Dog. You never saw anything like that, so it was just kind of weird to see. But like, looking back on it, one thing that caught my attention with this interview, looking back on it, Dave Mays said that there was so much more to the racist rap tapes that they couldn't release because of fair use. Okay. And while they couldn't release it, Kazaa, Bear Share, there was so many different outlets out there. You could have released that whole tape, bro. You could have put that shit on Kazaa, on Bear Share, and we could have had it. So I call bullshit. I think what they released was the worst of it. I don't think there was anything. I don't think Eminem, and honestly, I don't even call them the racist tapes. I call it the ignorant tapes. Because if you'd have been on there talking about all black people are dumb, or all black people, nigger this, nigger that, then I'd have been like, yeah, you tripping. And I don't think he would have had nearly the support that nobody else would have. I'm not going to go too deep into this, But I don't like when white people use the black card in any situation because it feels so disingenuous. You know, like he's basically talking about, well, there was a lot of black artists and this, that. No, nigga. Y'all had that power. Y'all could have lifted people up, and let's be real. It's documented how many black-owned businesses couldn't get source advertisement back when source was popping. Y'all were hitting niggas over the head for that shit. So you wasn't being cool with the black community like that, bro. Y'all niggas was about y'all bread, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I felt like, there's ways you could have been like, okay, you could have looked at somebody's budget and what they were doing and been like, okay, we're going to say this part of the magazine for black-owned businesses, but you didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You said yourself, McDonald's, Burger King, you had all these multi-million-dollar advertisement companies, and that's not knocking the fact that you did good business. My only issue with you is that you guys you're sitting there trying to, and you do this all the time. I remember I was in the clubhouse room when you were going off about, Benzino or whatever, and people was checking you. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can feel how you want about Eminem. You discovered him, but y'all aren't a record label. What the fuck would y'all expecting? Would y'all expect Eminem to take Benzino on tour with him? Or I think, honestly, I feel like this is a small portion of what I got to say when I release my Benzino piece. I feel like Benzino is upset because he feels like Eminem's career should be where his career is going. If you're listening to this, I want you to comment below and answer this question. If Eminem did not exist, would Ray Benzino's career have went farther? If there was no Eminem, if Eminem never came along, would Ray Benzino's career blow up? Is there any way Ray Benzino's career would have blew up? Is there any possible way that this dude would be on Eminem level? My answer, fuck no. You know why? Because Benzino, as a rapper, has no structure. This dude, listen to the song Booty. Booty should have been a certified summer banger. That should have had everybody in the club. But this dude is so concerned about rapping about guns and violence. Everybody, you got Teddy Riley doing production. You got your boy, I think it was Mr. Jesus. He was killing it. His verse was dope. Teddy Riley's verse was dope. And then you come in and talk about guns and shit, my nigga. Bro. Booty ass niggas just stands for blasting. Nigga. This dude thrives on violence. He thrives on, you know what I'm saying? None of his music made sense. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't really respecting his alliances like that. Yeah, you did songs with the Locks and Cats. The Benzino project was littered with features, but it was on songs that was trash. Every song that was a single, Figaro was dope, Booty was dope, Bang to This, I still play Bang to This to this day. But everything else was trash. You had Pink on your album. I ain't gonna go into that because I'm going too deep. But back to Dave Mays. Dave Mays just seems so disingenuous. It's almost like he's afraid of Benzino. It's like he's watching he's watching what he says because he doesn't want that old 50-year-old nigga to come from Atlanta, because he ain't in Boston no more, to come from Atlanta from behind that damn crab shack and beat his ass. I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I got so much to say about this, but y'all gotta look out for my piece because I really put my heart and soul into this one, and I just feel like Dave Mays is very disingenuous because basically he was playing the same game that the media plays, and the only thing is he bet on the wrong individual. He bet on Benzino, and Eminem. Eminem in no point of his career gave me Elvis vibes at all. Because if Eminem was in there rapping about gangster shit and 40s blunts and bitches, then yeah, I'd have been like, yeah, this nigga is doing too much. But Eminem literally raps about white plight. I think Eminem's the Marshall Mathers LP was the only Eminem album that I can honestly say gave me anything close to Elvis vibes. But after that, everything was, this dude's rapping about shit that was going on with his mom. Everybody says he was dissing his mom, but if you listen to Cleaning Out My Closet, this dude is literally pouring out his heart. That's the problem with society. It's like men can't have emotions. What if his mom was abusing him? What if this was his outlet? Now, also, people don't listen to the new one song he got where he's actually clearing everything up with his mom. You know what I'm saying? He literally made a whole song apologizing to his mom and, you know, saying that he can't listen to Clean Out My Closet no more. This dude that made amends with his mom, but nobody really listens to that. This culture thrives on violence and drama. Nobody likes positive shit. That's why positive reality shows never work. Because y'all want Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink where motherfuckers are fighting and shit. You know? So my thing is, I still rock with Eminem every now and again. I'm not really an Eminem fan like that, like I used to be. When I put his tapes in, I know what I'm listening to. I'm not just running around listening to Eminem and agreeing with what he's saying. It's just that you listen to what he's saying. This is shit that some white people go through. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's entertainment. I'm never comparing Eminem to Outkast or Reggie Noble or anything. And plus, Eminem does something that a lot of black artists don't do. He gives a lot of black rappers props. He fucks with all the old school kings. When was the last time you see Jay-Z sit in the studio with Big Daddy Kane? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time I'm going Snoop does. Snoop's always fucking with the OGs. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you saw Fat Joe just aligning himself with motherfuckers that just maybe didn't have a good career, didn't have the ability to have a good career back in their day, but, you know what I'm saying? Other than KRS-One, because let's be real, I didn't hear about Fat Joe till the Take It Easy video, in the Double Trouble video. That's the first time I ever heard about Fat Joe, and that's when KRS mentioned him. He was in the Take It Easy video, Matt Lyon. But my whole thing is just, I feel like it just feels disingenuous that Dave Mays is really even interviewing. Honestly, he should be boycotted from the culture. And when I put my piece out about Benzino, once this source interview concludes and I get all my notes together and I do some finishing touches, I'm going to release my piece. I really want y'all to watch it, and I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from on this, because I feel like this is the right thing to do. Benzino needs to be, he needs to be silenced. I mean, a lot of cats are still protecting him, but it's like low-level cats. But Dave Mays needs to be silenced as well, because he had his chance. He flopped it. He's like the white weak version of Suge Knight. Nigga, you had your chance to be fucking great, and you bet on the wrong motherfucker. Ain't no way in the world I would have put all my money on Ray Benzino, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all made a lot of careers. Unsigned Hype, you know what I'm saying? Hip Hop Quotables, the 5 mic system. Don't even let me get in the mic system. Like I said, I got so much to say. Y'all made careers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably got behind the white boy, thought the white boy was gonna bring y'all more millions, but the thing is, Eminem did the smart thing. He had titans behind him: Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Exhibit. You know what I'm saying? He had pretty much the whole West Coast behind him, and we all know the West Coast got screwed. Dr. Dre, NWA, they got screwed like a motherfucker. So of course he's gonna pass his game down to Eminem. This is his protege. Eminem literally saved that man's career. You know what I'm saying? Not the Firm, not the Aftermath compilation, Eminem. And partially Snoop Dogg, because when Snoop Dogg dropped the Top Dog album, that was fire. All the stuff that Dre did on it was fire. But anyway, hey, it's just a fan's perspective, man. Like I said, look out for my piece on Benzino and the Source magazine, my thoughts on it. It's going to be my first real long one, so definitely appreciate you guys for checking that out. But I just felt like I needed to get on this. Holla at your boy. Peace.